.3.
Good evening, here we are. Finally. It's been a while. Ain't it? Right. A lot of things are here, there and everywhere. So, chat. Do us a flavour. And if audio levels are off, stuff like that, because I've had all sorts of equipment changes, and you know how it is. You kind of need to... You need a bit of a second opinion sometimes. But we'll get into it soon. We'll get into it shortly. Right, this is practice until 8 o'clock. So it's an hour's session. We're 10 minutes in. Not spun any laps in yet. Dean is the other voice you'll hear at some point. He's also on track with us. Good. Cheers, Onion Bag Arch. Wonder how you picked up that name. There's always a story behind somebody's YouTube account. Onion Bag Arch. So is this in FIFA, but in what context? And is Lee Dixon a commentator or something like that? Because I'm completely out of the loop. Last time I played a FIFA game, John Motson was the main man. No, we're going to come out and come back in. Cheers, Edward C. Appreciate it. Appreciate that you took the time to just pop in and say that. Makes all the difference, you know. Makes it a lot easier to find the gusto to keep on doing them and making them. Well, we're just reloading into the sim because it's not showing me the chat overlay. These are the woes of doing streaming. Flipping heck. If you don't do it daily, every time you come back to it, something's changed, something's moved, something don't work right. I couldn't make it up. And now my mouse battery's gone. Hang on a second. Bloody mouse battery's gone. Where am I going to find one of them now? Right, I'm going in the kitchen.
New fastest lap for Adams, 127.5.
There we go. Good, I can see me chat now. Perfect. Let's do this.
56 kilometers per hour.
I'm on. We're audible.
Any drama?
It takes it is clear.
Nah, the overlay wasn't showing for me. Just streaming related calamities. Yeah, I think we're fully operational now. So in this practice session, if audio levels are wrong, if you can't hear me, if you can't hear Dean, if you can't hear the game, then give us a quick shout. I reckon it's there or thereabouts, but there's always something you don't think of. So if you're just interested in a race or qualifying, join us at 8. Qualifying is from 8 onwards. Until then, you can just watch, listen on to me and Dean chat. And chip in with whatever you've been doing, what are you keeping yourself busy with. And also, don't forget, check out the main broadcast over on the Chaz Draycott Media channel. He's a professional commentator, does such a good job, so check that link out in the description and show him some support. Subscribe to the channel. I don't think he's live yet though, I think he goes live at 7:45, so he can just run through the field, chat about the practice standings as they currently are, and prime everybody for what should be a nice decent GT4 race to kick off the season. I'm on a single screen right now as well, so what you can see on the screen right now is everything I can see. So if you can't see the cars around me, neither can I. I've just got to use a bit of sixth senseness to figure out where they are if we start getting to any fights. Field's pretty strong here.
What is your opinion on Laguna Seca? Because the racing is usually quite dull around here, isn't it?
I disagree. I reckon it's been mega. I remember this being the first track that I got winning ever back in 2010.
The car ahead has just done a 128.7.
I think it's one of the good ones. You got loads of corners and sections to kind of catch up, and then you got the main straight, the home straight, to kind of crowbar in.
2/10 off the pace.
And it's going to be difficult doing it for 60 minutes.
I couldn't work out on the calendar which one's endurance and which one's sprint.
The guy behind is just
So if it's just one round, if it's just one round, then it's enduro. If it's 2 rounds, then it's sprint.
Sector 3 is 2/10 off the pace.
Easy to miss.
It's like the reverse of what normally happens. Like, instead of it being mostly sprints with a couple of enduros, it's the opposite.
I like that.
I always enjoy the longer races.
Sector 1.
Mostly it's the very last corner that's doing me a disservice right now.
I don't have a problem with the last corner, I don't think.
It's like in this session, you're currently 0.4 off the pace. Sector 3 time is fast.
I think it is actually just because that A pillar gets right in the way for me.
Oh, that's the first thing I noticed, like, coming into this, just like how intrusive the A-pillar is.
It's probably one of the only drawbacks of the Aston, really.
You're a 10th off the pace in sector 1.
Good pace though.
I know, that was about my optimal last night. It's just kind of like stringing it all together.
We need to find a tent in sector 2.
The aliens do have half a second though, don't they?
Yeah, over 1 lap we do. Can't see me optimal because the blooming Race Lab apps overlays in the way.
You're now 0.5 off the leader's pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 3. The leader's just done 127.6. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Got to do a few pit runs because it's quite a tricky entry, isn't it?
0.3 off the pace.
Yeah, it's not simple. I know, I think he's going off. Yeah.
What's the qualifying situation? Is it like
15
open
minutes.
and time?
Oh god, I don't know actually. Come to think of it, I reckon it'll be open.
Interesting.
Car left. Clear left. B5. Neutral to 1.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
Somebody keeps taking out all the ballards.
Isn't that what you do on the pit exit? Push them across the track.
Is that what I'm missing?
You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
Ah, this is iRacing that you're looking at now. So iRacing is PC only. If you don't know anything about it, you would have heard it mentioned at some point, I'm sure. But this is iRacing right now. I could not see him there, man. I wonder if crew chief is about.
Sector 3 is 1.1 off the
He's
pace.
there. Weird. I thought crew chief had clocked off for the day because he didn't tell me if they were still there or anything. Yeah, you need to rely on crew chief so much just to give you a little bit of awareness. So helpful. So helpful. Feels less lonely when you're in a long race as well.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
Until he tells you something like that and says basically you're slowly. Even when yeah, Roy, it's one of them. From the outside looking in, it sounds expensive.
Sector 2
Just
is
for a racing
0.3
game,
off the pace.
essentially. But if you love racing, not necessarily if you love cars, if you love racing, then this is the best that you can get so far. Nothing else has come along and beat it. If they did, then they wouldn't be charging a tenner a month for it still 12 years later. So yeah, definitely don't. Give it a go, give it a free trial or something like that. I think you can do free trials and you'll see what it is.
That lap time was
If it's any good, if
128.6.
it's worth it for you. I think the only thing I can say in its defence in that regard is the fact that I bought this track. In fact, no, I think Laguna Seca is included in the subscription. But if I had bought this track, I would have bought it 12 years ago. And I'm still using the same track 12 years later, so
Sector 1.
I haven't had to ever buy it again, as it were. Black Friday is the best time to join because that's when they do the biggest upfront discounts. You can get 2 years of this for like 60 quid or something like that. Obviously that's just for the subscription only, not for cars and tracks, but the subscription is what costs you the most money in the end, I guess.
Yellow flag, watch out. Off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace. P5. Sector 1 time's okay. Sector 2 is 0.3. Car right, clear right.
I'm sure there's a free trial for a free trial, something like that, something similar, where you can get it for basically £1. Or am I thinking of? I might be thinking of the thing that Fanatec throws in when they buy. If you buy any Fanatec hardware, it gives you like 3 months for £1 or something silly like that. I'm sure that there is some kind of really cheap
That puts you
trial
5 seconds off the leader's pace. Sector 3 is 0.4 seconds off the pace.
Best way to look at it is pop onto the member site and see if there's any deals, stuff like that. But if you love driving cars, then something like a set of course is a better thing to get, because you've got all the variety, all the immersion and passion. A set of course has got that, and a set of course of competition is probably a better place to start to get used to the sort of the seriousness of it.
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
AMS2 is good. iRacing is basically where people go when they've kind of gotten over the novelty.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
They've gotten over the novelty of driving all the like exotic stuff and having a good time with like all the different cars and whatnot.
The leader's just
iRacing is where you go when you actually want to kind of pit yourself against others in a really good structure. It's not actually about the cars at all. It's just about the ability to stack yourself against other people online and it be believable. A set of course that doesn't quite get that, or at least not in my experience. That's why it's the best racing simulator, not necessarily the best driving simulator.
Clear right.
We're about to run out of fuel, aren't we? Yep. Right, let's get our trading paints on. Half 7 already. Stick with GT7. Stick with GT7 is my advice. Keep with it, because it's still pretty good. But once you're bored of that, once you think you've done everything there is to do there, and you just you want to change, then change it up. iRacing does its best to put you against races of equal skill. That's one thing it does genuinely do pretty well, and it does tend to attract the kind of least silly audience, in part because of that payment. You know, if you're actually paying for something, you go, oh, screw that, I'm just going to go somewhere else and have a laugh there. But iRacing kind of filters that out almost. You know, if you have to pay to get in somewhere, you tend to take it a bit more seriously once you're inside the doors. You know, you kind of want to make the most of it, so you don't tend to get as many people who aren't just there for a laugh. You don't get that. You get sort of older, more serious people. On the whole, the age spread is completely broad though. But there's a reason that there's a reason I've been on this service for blooming 13 odd years. It's scary when you think about it. Yeah, the older you are, the more likely you are to kind of appreciate the atmosphere within iRacing over anything else. So if you're in your 40s, then it's worth it, because you won't get sort of turned off by somebody just ram. I mean, it happens every now and then. You'll get somebody just ramming you just for a laugh, but they get kicked off and they don't trouble you anymore. And that sort of behaviour is really rare. I barely ever see that kind of stuff. Huh, wonder why that is.
What's that?
Your car number is on the left-hand side, and mine's on the right.
Cosmetic, doesn't make any difference. Some of them are kind of overlaid from the, like the iRacing paint scheme or whatever it is.
Oh well, never mind. It's only going to bother me if you jump me at the start and end up struggling to get past.
I think that fast lap was a bit of a fluke, to be honest. I'll be happy in the top 10, I think.
No, I don't think it's a fluke. That's just what you are now. How do I move these overlays?
I've got a message to pass on from Claire the Abina. You need to let the dog in or something like that.
Oh,
She's
right.
locked out.
Okay. Right. Cinema effects. Cool thing is now I can basically... Oh.
You don't get any more messages?
No. Silly dog. Well, there you go. Poor old dog got locked out. Yeah, she's in. Right, so we're still in the practice. If you just joined us, we're still in the practice segment. Qualifying starts at 8 and the race will start at 8:15. Man, I feel completely incompetent. I do not know how to blooming move this overlay for me. It's alright for you if you're watching, but it's just that little bit annoyingly in a way for me. Oh well, never mind. I'll get over it. Technology. There we go. Tell you what, you guys really are seeing behind the curtain here. It is always this disorganised. There we go. Flipping heck. Just wrestling with a butt kicker. Oh, it makes all the difference.
Black flag. We'll need to
Oh.
come into the pits to serve it.
So I'm going to sell all this stuff and just get a console for an easier life. Yeah, Low Fuel Motorsports is the name to search out.
Be right back.
Yep.
Thank you.
Pit limiter. When you guys first heard the words Low Fuel Motorsport, if you weren't told what it was, what would you think it was?
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
Because you could have said to me, "Oh, go and check out Low Fuel Motorsports." I kind of assumed it was just a league or a team or something, or a series. I didn't know it was an actual whole full-blown kind of like competition platform. So I think if they had picked a different name, it might have been easy to understand. Yeah, that's what I thought. Which would actually be a fun idea. You just give people a couple of litres of fuel and see how far people can get. Furthest one wins.
Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Rough.
Watch the track limits, please Daniel. Yellow flag.
Hi Jacob. Thanks for joining us. I mean, it's been probably about a blooming year. It's probably been about a year since the last stream. It's been a long time. Life gets in the way. If you're just joining us, qualifying starts at 8,
Sector 1.
race starts at 8:15. There'll be a short break just between 8.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
Tips to get better at racing games. Number one tip is
0.8 off the pace. That last lap was at
time and
128.3.
experience. They'll always be your best thing, but there are things that you can do to make that time and experience actually worth more. The way I would learn how to do racing games is to do what you think is right until you feel like you feel there's a plateau. As soon as you feel like you're just making no progress, that's when you've got to look out, seek out tutorials, guides. I've done quite a few tutorials and guides designed to kind of, you know, crack that feeling of not making any progress. And then as soon as you think you've learned something new and you see a new angle to it, go back and just keep on trying until you reach a new plateau.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
That's all this is, a series of plateaus, education, and then just applying it over a period of time. Same with a lot of things, I guess. Yeah, music is probably the best comparison I can draw.
Back.
Doing everything you can,
Off the pace.
learning something new,
28.5.
and then going for it all over again and trying to do better than you did before. Right, it draws near. A break is imminent. So folks, in a minute or two we're going to go to a break just before qualifying begins, and in that time I've got to basically listen into the league briefing, and also grab a quick espresso. Always important for a long race, that. T300 RS GT is a good wheel, so I've heard. I've never tried one myself, never had one, but its reputation as a good wheel for, you know, entry to mid-level is established, so you can't really go wrong. Right, where are we? And also sometimes it can be a bit lonely, kind of just driving around in racing, kind of trying to learn by yourself. Joining a league is a good idea because you're in with a bunch of people who then start to know you, and help can just be served to you in a torrent. So it's always recommended to do that. You always end up getting a lot of assistance, as long as you're not, as long as you haven't got an ego problem. People will fall over themselves to help you, particularly if it's iRacing, because there seems to be a quite nice, helpful community that surrounds it. So long as you stay away from the public and officials. Right, I gotta leave you guys for a short time with a little break, but we'll be back. We'll be back at the latest 10 minutes time. So have a chill, and I will be back with you shortly.
The leader has just done a 127.2.
See you in a moment, folks. Don't go away. I'll be back before you know it. Just gotta listen to this driver briefing and also grab an espresso and prepare for this mammoth 60-minute race here. Let's go. Hi guys. Driver briefing's still going on. Won't be a few minutes.
Nice briefing that was.
Hello.
That's how they should do.
Yep. Lovely short briefing. It's all part of the what do you call it? Experience. I've not done a single pit entry yet.
The pit exit is clear. Push now. 6th place.
I'd be wary of the pit entry and like people being backed up into it. If you miss the turning, you're in the tyres.
Yeah, because I can't see anything past that A pillar, I'm gonna go straight into them.
It's on the exit rather than the inside.
Yeah, on both of it. It's a lethal pit lane. Really is. I've just grabbed an espresso.
Maniac.
This is a good car for the butt kicker. It's got a nice V8 note.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Engage the limiter. 100 metres. 50 metres.
I think that needs a bit of a change. That does. Right, here we go. Pit. Pit limiter. There we go. Ooh, it's exciting.
How are you pit entry?
Pretty poor because my pit limiter button was set to one of the funky switches, and obviously I fumbled it, so I was looking left and right and all sorts. So I've just changed it to a proper button.
Is auto fuel a optional extra in the menus now?
Mhm. Yeah, iRacing can do that for you.
Or is it optional? I think I've got it missing.
I'm curious as to like the fueling strategy.
Is it one pit stop or two?
I think it's going to be one. Yeah, fixed setup, so
That's the end of the session. B6.
here we go then. Qualifying is beginning now. So we've got 15 minutes. Looks like it's open session.
Open quality.
Open session. Oh god. It's already chaos in the pit lane.
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. Clear left. Okay,
Oh,
now you're
shots.
14 minutes to set a lap.
We've ended up next to each other.
It would be really good to spin off there just for a laugh.
The track temperature's fallen. It's now 25 Celsius.
He's going to slow us down in front of us.
Yeah. Well, we'll put a bit of a gap between us. I'm going to be a few seconds behind him. They're all going to be parked up at the last corner anyway, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they'll still be coming out right now, won't they?
Here we go, first flyer.
Just done 128.9. Fastest lap for Adams, 128.2. The leader's just done 127.6.
It's a good banker. We'll take that.
E3.
I'll have a bit of a cool down lap now because we're going to get caught up with the car in front. Need to find ourselves a gap again. So, this is a new league to us. So the names that the names to watch out for. Basically, Simon Povey is the championship leader, or rather the previous championship winner. He is quite disgustingly fast in these GT4s. And there's one thing you should never expect to do: never expect to go onto someone else's turf and beat them, because they've been doing it longer than you. They know these things better than you do. But rising to the challenge is what it's all about here. Want to be giving him something to sweat about.
The guy behind has just done 128.4. The leader has just done 127.4.
Right, let's go for another flyer. Let's catch up right on the back of Drew.
The guy ahead's last lap time is at 128.1. P6. Sector 3 is a second off the pace. The car ahead has just done 128.3. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace.
I mean, we're 2 temps up, but are we going to catch up with Drew now?
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Oh, that's good. Come on, Drew, you can do it. Good, we're 4 tenths up on our previous lap. That should bring us a bit further into the mix.
P5, good lap. That's your quickest so far. Sector 3 times okay.
Back up to 5th, but we need to find ourselves a good gap. I think I might let the 3 cars behind me go by. This is a big gap behind those guys. So I'm gonna pull over. And now we've got ourselves a massive bit of fresh air to play with, so we can take it easy and not worry about catching up with Drew. Yeah, Austin, we're in the Vantage GT4. Just seems to suit me the best. You got to try all the cars on. They're like shoes. Just keep on trying them until you find one that fits you just right. And that's usually the one that you're fastest in, even if it itself is not the fastest one. But the GT4 seem to be really balanced as well. So yeah, it's a good series to compete in right now. Right, how long we got left? 7 minutes. We've got room for a couple more flyers. Right, let's go for it.
P6. Sector 3 is 1.9 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace.
Come on, come on.
Yellow flag. Car right. Right side's clear.
Oh, we're still a 10th up, we can do it. Come on, can we find some time here? Come on, please. 500th, 400th. It's an improvement. It's not a very big one.
7th position. That's your fastest lap. That lap was at 127.8.
Come on, it's coming down to chipping little bits of time off now. Right, we're up. Yes, 10th up, come on, we can do it.
Yellow flag.
Come on, we're a 10th. What's that going to get us? Two positions.
That's your fastest lap today.
The margins are so fine.
Leader's pace. Sector 3 time is quick.
And sector 3 was quick, crew chief was saying. Come on, we're always getting quicker. Always getting quicker. Oh, we receded a bit there.
The leader has just done a 127.4.
I missed that apex by a mile. Right, this lap ain't going to improve. How much time we got? 3 minutes. Still life. Still life left in the session. This is their last chance then, I think.
You're currently 1.2 off the pace.
And this is it then, Hail Mary. We can do it.
The leader has just done 127.1. The guy ahead's lap time is 127.7.
Oh no, we're gonna... That's gonna erode. It's gonna erode away. It's only a tiny thing, but that's enough for another place. It was nearly enough for 2.
Puts you 0.5 off the pace. That lap time was 127.7.
Don't give up till the checker flag flies. If nothing else, every lap done is another lap practice.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. Yellow flag. The guy behind has just done a 127.7.
Checker flag's out. Is it going to let us finish this or not?
What's your speed?
There you go. Pit entry practice.
100 metres.
Right, that's it then. Looks like we are
50 metres.
7th on the grid. And the split of time is just shocking. This is going to be a really hard fought. Really, really hard fought. One and a half minutes rain. Right, I'm going to be right back. 1 second. Literally one.
You're good to put a lap together on that one.
How'd you do?
14th. Struggled to like piece it together. I was maybe kind of missing like a couple of attempts.
Super strong.
It's a strong field, isn't it?
The gap, literally 100th of a second, would have bumped me up 2 places then. Simon
Should
Povey
make the
seems
race
to be
interesting.
Yeah, it should. Povey's just way out in front.
Class of his own, isn't he?
Mm.
What's his iRacing? Can you see that?
I think it's like 1,500 million. Good luck for this then.
Yeah.
Alright, if you're with us, if you've joined us, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. The
I
race is about
assume
to
we're not
begin.
taking tyres with this thing.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Going to be a bit of discovery on this one, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think that... Put it this way. If you don't take tyres and it turns out you need them, then it's an entertaining slide down the order. If you do take tyres and you didn't need them, then you're stuck in no man's land and an air sandwich for the rest of the race. So I'm not taking them.
I wonder how early we can pit.
Right, so it says estimated laps like 19.
My auto
19
fuel
laps.
option's like ticked out at the moment. Does that only appear through the race?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yes, because it hasn't started yet. I think it's a 2-stop
The
here
air
though.
temp is 23 Celsius. The track temp is 24
Estimated laps
Celsius.
18. What's it, about a minute and a half a lap?
Right, bon voyage, mate.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm just letting crew chief sort it all out for me.
53.
Right, it's
I don't even have him running.
the grid is this far back because it's a rolling start, and it's only doing the last 2 corners. Oh god, we're right into it. It's
Okay, Daniel.
a pretty hot start here. Oh man, good luck.
Good luck.
He's gone.
Go, nail it. Car right. Still there.
Whoa.
To the right.
Nose chop.
Left side. Hold your line. You're in the middle. Clear left. Clear all round.
Part in the waves. Bit of an accident.
Start, mate. Keep it coming.
Yeah, through it
Wherever
all.
you are. Yep, through it all. Not a scratch.
Not a scratch.
This race is 60 minutes. 6-0. Somebody needed to tell those guys. Can we gap James? If we can gap James, we've got a clear fight ahead of us. Careful on the corkscrew cold tyres. Right. The main broadcast will now be live and running, and I suggest you check it out. The link is in the description, top link for Chaz Draycott's YouTube channel. Professional commentator, so good at what he does. So it should be an entertaining thing to watch at the very least. Put them side by side or something. Leave him a like and subscribe. He earned it. Right. I think we're going to get our heels clipped eventually. Need to switch this car on. There we go.
The leader's just done a 127.8. The guy in front has just done a 128.0.
Tyres still feel cold. Come on, switch on, man.
The gap behind is now 0.7. That's a new fastest lap for Renault, 127.6. That was 127.8. The guy behind has just done a 127.9. Okay, Daniel, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
Come on, Heinz. Fella, what are you doing? Ah! Oh, I daren't look down at the relative. Oh man. Yeah, that's giving Holman a bit of an advantage, a bit of a leg up. Really hope it dominate inside and start fighting, because they are so fast. And that's not helping.
Alright Daniel, just cut the track.
Those little dips onto the dirt are going to be... They're only going to make James feel more confident that he's going to be able to catch up and kill. Just hope that Kyle starts to fight with James. Gives me a bit of a gap.
You guys in front of me just took each other out.
It feels like these tyres aren't just coming on. Man, he's so close now.
Ended up in the pit lane.
It's taken a while to get into the groove here. Come on! I'm gonna have to defend here and just let Kyle cause a headache for James. Man, my eyes are just everywhere. I'm darting between the track, the mirror, the relative, the gears. Can I hold this for 60 minutes? Really hope that James falls off before I do.
Okay, Daniel, the next car is Renner. The lap time was at 128.0.
It'll be 20 incident points until I drive through, so it's
speed up, stay smooth.
I think there were a couple of anomalies there under stress. This just turned into a trial.
Matching race pace, this is good. The guy behind has just done it, 127.6. Okay, Daniel, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
This is not a fun place to be. Go away, man. The pure relief I would feel if I saw his car sideways in the mirrors now. But I'm not going to get such a gift.
Okay, Daniel, you've got half your fuel left.
Just get that horrible feeling this is going to be won or lost in the pits. Yeah, T-Bone, you're right there. Just look forward.
27.8.
Don't turn your head. Just worry about what's in front of you. Yeah, Enrico, this is a turn rim, turn R320. It's my favourite wheel overall, I think. Just feels right. Oh god, oh god.
Keep it within the track limits.
Oh god. Oh, that's 3x in one lap. That was a pretty fraught lap. God. I'm not going to get any assistance from Kyle, who's behind James. He's just too far back now. So, straight fight between me and James now. We are so close in terms of pace.
Alright, Daniel, don't let this guy distract you.
nasty, horrible sector. Oh. Right, 4 more laps of full fuel.
Good consistency. Keep them coming. You've just done 128.0. Ahead is now 7.2.
Almost feels like if he reckons he can outpace me, he might as well pit.
Okay, Daniel, 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
That was a bit scruffy. Going to come in.
Fortunate, make them do the work. Okay, Daniel, we're running on fumes, mate. In this lap.
Box, box, box. You're right.
8.1 seconds.
I wonder if anyone else is going to come in.
Pit lane speed limit is 56 kilometers per hour. Clear right. We'll need to stop again. 100 meters. 50 meters.
Clean stop. Oh, I'm not the only one in then. Yeah, okay. Good.
Watch your mirrors, there's a car approaching. The car ahead is Penny.
Right, where's this going to put us? First round in a new league, you always get that sense that your strategy is just going to be that little bit off. They're about to find out.
P7. Lead car's pitting.
Did your pit stop go okay?
Yeah. You've been in for yours.
Yep. Probably like a couple of seconds to the guy behind, I think.
Car right. Right side's clear.
I get this feeling that there was an element of strategy that we might not have taken.
Well done, Daniel. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus.
What's that then? You think there's going to be another stop?
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
I think so, according to mine.
I pitted a lot later than you.
Yeah.
How tight are you?
I don't think anybody can do a one stop.
Ahead is now
Not without being really slow.
We're halfway home. We think about 22 minutes of fuel remaining.
Oh, the guy that was
3 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 3 time is quick.
What guy?
the guy that was bothering me so much has come out behind you.
Oh, is that who he is? I've just had the slowdown on the corkscrew.
Yeah, James Holman, he must have took tyres. That doesn't make any sense. Gotta get a thinking head on now. There's no way it's one stop.
The gap to Adams behind is now 1.8.
Well, it remains a mystery then. We're going to find out in the next 20 minutes odd. But I don't think it's a one-stopper. Unless you have that plan from the very beginning and you do that. Interesting to know. We'll have that figured out before round 2 next week.
Yeah, it can't be.
I reckon it's a feasibility. I reckon it can be done, but you need to have that plan from the start.
The lap time was 127.9.
I do think crew chief might have put me in a bit too early.
My auto fuel wants me to add 13 litres, so it's some way off.
Right, yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, but that just means you've got to basically save 10% of fuel, and that's more than doable. Over the whole distance, I mean, 10% is
Oh yeah, not
much.
half the race.
Yeah, if you go at it from the start like that. Some research needed before round 2 then.
Came out right off form coming out of the pits. Need to get back on it.
It took me ages to get like activated in the car. It was like everything I'd built up over practice and quali just went.
Okay, Daniel, the next car is Renner.
Ended up in third though, didn't you?
128.3. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace. There's an incident in turn 11, P3.
P1 and 2 in their own blooming physical lane.
128.2.
I ain't gonna pretend this has been a blockbuster action race. Most of the potential for action took each other out on lap 1. Thanks, Enrico. Good night. Cheers for stopping by.
Behind is now 5.9 seconds. Your last lap time was at 128.0.
Wonder what the hell happened to James Holman.
I don't think he was catching me too fast when he came out. The only reason he got past as easy as he did because I was serving a slowdown for the corkscrew. How many instant points you on? I've just breached 10.
Oh, I'm not up to 10 yet. Five.
Not bad going.
I got 3 of them on 1 lap. Cheers, Guillermo. Thanks for stopping by. If you're with us, cheers very much. Not been much action on screen, I gotta admit that.
Now 8.4 seconds.
But after a big lap 1 collision, most of the field that were ahead of me that might have provided some thrills, we kind of took each other out. And we had to fend off James Holman for about 20 solid minutes.
Left side, clear left. Great stuff, keep it coming, mate. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
Lovely stuff.
Okay, Daniel, lap times are pretty consistent. Your lap time was at 1:28.2. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
Yeah, crew chief is great. I would love to voice a crew chief spotter pack. That would be a good little project to do. I wish he could do that. Yeah, the camera is flipped. I had a good 10 minutes look at it and I couldn't figure out how to unflip it. Not in the camera properties or in Streamlabs, so yeah, for the time being it's flipped.
Car in front is Renner. You've just done a 1:27.
I kind of like it that way, to be honest. I remember setting it that way on purpose and now I don't know how to set it back. So a quick reminder for those who are with us, this is a private league, the SRM Sim Racer Magazine GT4 Challenge. The main broadcast for which is on the link in the description. Definitely worth checking them out because Jazz Drake got the guy who does it he's a professional. He literally is a professional. He commentates on the Clio Cup, Truck Cup, all sorts of stuff. So he's
Alright Daniel, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
he's easy listening, definitely. So go check him out, give him some support, subscribe to his channel. He'll love it. And leagues such as this, if you're not aware of how they work, you can enter them.
The outer Renner ahead is increasing. It's now 9.1 seconds.
You could stick yourself on the reserve list for this, and as people drop off, as we inevitably kind of do, you get subbed in to join in the rest of the season. You can put your name down and they'll come and call you up. If somebody drops out and says I can't carry on the league, they come for the reserves, and there's only a couple of names on that list, so stick yourself in. You might find it to be enjoyable. Nice way to have some structured racing. I love leagues. Always try and have one on the go if I can. There was a bit of a gap at the end of last year, but we're back in it now. Feeling on pace now. How are you settling?
Settle down now.
The other voice you can
Dropping
hear
the
is
guys behind and just about keep in touch with the guys in front.
the other voice you can hear is Dean Powell's. He's also on the grid. Only a few
Little
cars
bunch
back.
to the off tracks now at 13.
Yeah. I can't tell if this is sunrise or sunset.
Sunrise.
Okay, Daniel, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Raced through the night, haven't we?
Yeah, 60 hours. Well, if you do a good Murray Walker impersonation, you should give yourself a hand at commentating. You never know. Could be a hidden talent discovered there. Problem with commentating is finding stuff to say. Obviously. That's the whole definition of the job. God, when you get a corner good, it's so good. Hate that one. What you can see on your screen right now is what I can see. I'm on a single 34-inch ultra wide, and I can't see the apex at that last corner. It's so annoying. You've got to just clock it and then mentally visualize it through that massive A pillar.
Mike Murphy came in again.
Well, there you go then. If Mike Murphy does it.
There's 5 minutes of fuel left. That lap was at 128.0.
I've come in early, had traffic in front.
Wise decision. I'm in fresh air, so it doesn't serve me to leave it till the last second out. It doesn't serve me to do nothing but leave it till the last second.
The gap to Smith behind us now, 6.9 seconds.
It's sort of going to be a smash and dash in it. About 10 litres or thereabouts. I'm going to keep that fuel on so that I don't come in a lap too early. Right, another lap after this, and then it's
Just done at
box time.
128.0.
Well, no, it's box next lap. Box next lap.
Okay, Daniel, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Right, box this lap. Box this lap.
Very little fuel left. Hit this lap. In this lap.
Box, 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 box. It's been a super gentlemanly affair this race, hasn't it?
Meters left.
Box, 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 box. Come on.
Watch your speed limit in the pits. We'll fuel you to the end of the race. 1 litre remaining. Meters. 50 meters.
Good. Good stop. Right, where's this going to bring us?
There's traffic behind. Watch your mirrors. P6. On your right. Clear right. Right side. Right side's clear.
Right, here we go then. Where does this bring us out?
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Right, quite a few people are going to be splashing and dashing and much more dashy than I just did. Those are in front of me, I'm sure of it. I hope so anyway. let's get on with it. That's how we got him. Oh, not sure
Guy
actually.
in front is Renner.
5 minutes left. The order is still yet to sell itself out. Just gotta have faith.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Right, there's Chris Smith in the pit lane. That's one down.
Renner is now in the lead.
Oh god, he's right behind me. What does that mean for me?
Push, 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 or we'll lose this place.
Are we going to get a shock here? What about that horrible sense of impending shock and surprise? Like somebody's played a strategy blind there or something. No, coast is still clear. Chris Smith was just on a good strategy to catch up, but he's still got to do the hard bit. He's got to catch up
Lap times are pretty consistent.
and then overtake. He's going to be on it. He can taste third place right now.
Smith is getting closer. The gap's now 1.0 seconds.
What you heard right there.
No faster than us into the Andretti hairpin. Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Come on, dudes. Come on, 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 come on. Man,
Thank
you.
right. Clear right.
thank you very much. Phew.
Okay, Daniel.
You been in yet?
You've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Yeah, been in, done my stuff. I've come out with Chris Smith basically second behind. So he's played a good on strategy. The gap is getting bigger. Yeah, another couple of attempts gapped. Last lap. Right. We are now on the last lap. Perfect. White flag.
Good.
Last lap, bring it on home. Car right. Clear right.
Wasn't exactly sure whether he wanted me to pass there or not. But that'll do me. Thanks, Ralph. There's too big a gap for Chris to overcome. And Simon and Dom, what a pair of absolute flyers. They're on a different time zone. Credit to them.
To go, 2 minutes. Incident in the Andretti hairpin. Looks
There
like
we
it's
go.
Kenyan.
Flipping egg. What a journey.
Great drive, that's a podium.
It wasn't exactly die hard. That's more of an Oppenheimer, wasn't it? Third place in the end. In large parts of a sort of calamities, but we failed most of the grid.
Came home in 10th. Not bad.
That's a good one.
Were you third in the end, were you?
Third in the end.
Nice.
I think if I'd have made a mistake, then Chris Smith would have leapfrogged me and I wouldn't have had enough time to get it back, I don't think. Oh man. I just said that was more of an Oppenheimer than a diehard, wasn't it?
Yeah. I always find Laguna Seca is a bit like that. Like, the only action I really had was when I pitted a bit early and kind of worked through some traffic on the same lead lap.
I think some research is necessary to figure out before the next round if you can one stop it.
I think you could have that.
Can it be done? And if so, is it worth it?
Actually, can you even change the fuel map on these, or is it all just
No.
on lift and coast?
All on lifting coast. I don't know what the next track is either. It all depends on the length of the pit lane and all sorts of stuff. Like if it was Long Beach, for example, then you would definitely want to do that. I hope Long Beach is on here.
I don't think it is.
Watch your
I
speed.
think it's. I remember the
170 meters.
they're doing it in like continental order, haven't they? So I think we're getting like the American circuits out of the way. So I think
Yeah,
one of them's
yeah.
Watkins.
Oh yeah, Watkins, yeah. Watkins would
what's
be...
one of the-
Meters.
Road
Yeah.
Atlanta, maybe one of those.
Like Watkins is not possible
50
to...
meters.
It's not possible to fuel save Watkins. Yeah. I enjoyed it. But
Even
it
put the
wasn't
car
much for the
back.
spectators, was it? There we go. Awesome. Feels nice to pull in the pits, done it after a long race like that.
I think you deserve it to yourself after an hour.
Yeah.
That was over.
Oh, what on earth happened at the start? Let's go back and see. Murrayism, oh man. Who doesn't love a good on the fly analogy that doesn't quite work? Right, what happened? So there's a bit of hammer and tongs between Taylor and Gary initially.
Right, I am going to leave you to it.
Yeah.
Surgery tomorrow.
Oh God, yeah. I hope you
Let's
get on
see.
all right.
Let's see how we are for the next round.
Yeah. Blooming heck. Well, best of luck to you then.
Cheers. Catch you later.
Yeah, in a bit, mate. In a bit. So, Matt and Nils, they just slice in front of each other, and that's it, pretty much. I don't think Matt saw that he was there. Here's what it looked like from his point of view. Yeah, he kind of didn't see it coming. Plus, it was 3 wide anyway. I mean, if you look at it on the telly, so to speak. You look at it on the telly, it's gonna go bad. It's gonna go badly for him. And then Don Brennan and Simon just ran away. Take it from me, they are fast. If I'm not mistaken, Dominic Brennan is Fanatec staff, or he's on the team somewhere. I'm sure of it. This is probably the only place he can be right now where he's not going to get peppered with tickets. They're not having a good time right now, are they? At all. Anyway, there's me. Just kind of swanning my way on through. Thank you very much for the place. It's good for it. This is Onboard, one of the BMWs. Cheers, T-Bone. That was a bit of a race of attrition, really. James gets past Kyle pretty swiftly, and he just seems to be on it from the start, so you can't really argue with that. And Kyle has to sort of back out. You can see his steering there. He's aiming straight for that sausage, and he has to back out a bit. There might be a little bit of netcode involved in that. Maybe he didn't actually do that himself, but it looked like it from where I was sitting. And then James just kind of hunts me down over the next few laps. Still early days, so you don't really feel like... I didn't feel connected to the car the first few laps at all. Felt like I'd sort of forgotten how to use my hands. But you do get that feeling. Plus it's the first league race in a while, and they always come with that extra little side helping and nerves, because it's just such an occasion, and there's only one. You only get one shot at it. Round 1 is round 1. You can't just clock in 2 hours later and try again and get a better result. So it matters more, even more so. So when does he try a pass? I wonder. God, he's behind me for a long time, and I bet that was driving him mad. Where does he catch up with me most? It's always good to look at someone else's perspective. And I'm off into the pits. Never to be seen again. I wonder what happened to him in the pits then. Ah, there you go. Some people took tyres. I wonder why that is. Why do people take tyres? Seems like a bold choice. Well, there you have it then. Save that replay. Always good to look back on it. Not much action happening though, that's the only problem. So, this is where my stream will cut. But I highly encourage you to go and look at Chaz Draycott's stream over on the link in the description. If you want to see and hear from other people in the league and from Chaz himself, definitely go over and have a look at it. He's a great commentator, so you'll find it entertaining, and also to skim back through anything that happened in the race that we didn't see, because we were kind of on our own through all of that. Apart from James in the first 15 laps or whatever, we were kind of on our own, just hot lapping. We're more like lukewarm lapping, just trying to keep it together. So go over to Chaz's stream, top link in the description. Highly encouraged. Otherwise, we'll be back next week, same time next week. Not sure what track it is. Let's find out. What track is it? Because that can give us something to look forward to. Road America. Okay. It's Road America and then Daytona. And then there's a week break. So next week and the week after that, same time again on Tuesday. I'll see you back then. Pop over to Chaz's stream. Enjoy your evenings. Thank you very much for being along with us. Really appreciate it. It's lovely to be back with a little bit more of a tightened up setup, but I'll always be improving it. At least I've got the telemetry back and all that kind of stuff. Makes it easier to clip it all. And have yourselves a lovely week, whatever you're doing. Still working on videos in the background, so there's going to be a mix of two. And thank you if you've just joined us for the first time in a while, because it has been nearly a year since the last stream. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully next week will be a bit more action packed. But have a lovely evening and see you next week at the same time. Thank you very much.